We're live. How's it going, everybody? Yay! This is the workshop.
We.
251.
What?
This is great. This is my first hosting gig with a permanent spot. So I'm doing Mondays all the time now. And my name's
Nice.
Keller. I'm a hungover gnome, basically. That's what I look like with this mustache and beard. So, anyways, yeah. But thank you guys for coming to watch. Uh, Nobody here yet, but that's okay. Let's do some introductions right away. We got the green, Lexi. Where you from? How's it going? Tell us about yourself.
Hello. Thank you for having me. My name is Alexis Green, but I go by Lexi. You can find me on social media at The Green. A lot of pot stuff, a lot of life stuff, some funny stuff depending on who you are. I was born in New York and moved to Virginia midway through life, and then joined the military. Got out in Washington, chose to stay here, smoke weed, and educate about weed, and also laugh about it. So thank you for
Nice.
having me.
There you go.
Next person.
Awesome. Hey, Kevin.
Thank you.
Shawanda, how about you tell us where you're from? Tell us about yourself, my friend.
Hey, Keller, what's going on? My name's Kevin Shawanda. I live in Northern Ontario right now. So yeah, I've been doing comedy for 3 years now, which is 3 years. Yeah, and yesterday was the 1 year anniversary of my first tour that I ran for myself. That was pretty fucking cool. Grew up on a small reservation, 1,000 people. It was a great time, and yeah. So now I'm here, hoping to tell some jokes.
Awesome, Kevin. Way to go. Hey,
That was hella cool.
Reed. I'm your host for the workshop. Like I said, I'm out of Chilliwack, British Columbia, which is about an hour and a half out of Vancouver-ish. And it's a great place to live. It's it's I would say it's a good place to live if you like hour and a half drive home from Vancouver. That's what Chilliwack. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, it's a fun place to be. So yeah, okay. So let's give you a synopsis of what this thing is. So the workshop, what it is it's a bunch of comedians. We get random topics. We try to write about these random topics. Try to do 3 to 5 minutes. Sometimes they're great, sometimes they're horrible, but that's part of the process. And we have a lot of fun doing it. A couple things we should say that this is a comedy safe space. So that means it's kind of safe for the comedians because we're trying new stuff. This is all fresh material that we're given a go to, and sometimes it won't be coming out clear. We don't really have a lot of stages that we can get on and do this stuff. So we're just trying our best out here. So if you got a problem, text Scott Porteous, not me. Get out of my.
I like
So
it.
why don't we start with this, okay? So Kevin, so why don't you tell us what your topic is and give us some time here? What's going on?
Sounds good, Keller. Yeah, so my topic was on contrary people, which I think should have been a really easy subject, but for me, it fucking wasn't. It was actually sort of a blast though. I got to get in there and start writing a little bit. So yeah, for me, it's tough for me, being a conspiracy theorist because it's been really hard on my family. I was so into conspiracy theories that I had to go to QAnon Anonymous, which was a little something something. So it's just hey, my name's Anon, and I'm a conspiracyaholic. I'm here because my conspiracy theories are affecting my relationships with the deep state. So that was awful. But I think it's sort of scary how many COVID deniers there are because, you'd think that I'll be dead by now, statistically. But I think the dumbest thing about COVID deniers is that they're all anti-vaxxers, which is really the best case scenario because it's just going to weed all of them out, right? I think that it's really dumb to deny vaccines in the time of COVID because it would almost be like saying no to a lifeboat on the Titanic. You know what I mean? It'd just be awful. It's yeah. I feel though that Native American people were the original anti-vaxxers, for sure. Because it'd be hey man, do you want this blanket? Be no. Do you know what's in there? So yeah, I think that's all I got on that topic, to be honest.
Hey, Kevin.
Woo!
Well done. I won't tell you.
What's that?
I was asking if you want to know how long you went, but I don't think I'll tell you.
No, I don't want. It's like maybe like a minute and a half.
Yeah.
A minute and a half.
A minute and 28 seconds. There you
Oh my god. I'm surprised I got that far, to be honest.
Well, the
Yeah.
fun part is we only have 3 people. We can actually riff together and talk about it. If you guys
Yeah,
want.
for sure. Let's do it.
The Green, you got anything to say to him or anything on any opinions on anything?
I didn't. I missed the second and third joke. But I don't know why. I was zoned in and I heard the last joke intensely. I really love the thought of like Native Americans knowing more than us in just a different way, and we just think it's successful because we make it shiny or whatever. Like they already have water, we just have it bottled, and that's what makes it cool. No, it doesn't. They have like they have hot springs, like they actually can go, and it's a hot spring where they go. It's fresh water, but like I don't know. That's and I enjoy that. So if you run with that, I'd love that. Like
sounds good.
Like Tarzan, I was raised in the Tarzan age, so like run with that effect of you have one thing and that's cool to have it. Yeah, but Jane still came here, and where's Jane now?
True. I like that.
Here we got a comment there. Let's pull it up. Chester Lynn, I like QAnon Anon. Hi, I'm anonymous.
Oh, yo, that's a nice fucking tag. I like that.
Chester Lynn.
Chester Lynn.
Myself, I liked refusing to vote on the Titanic stuff. I thought that was pretty funny. It's like like conspiracy theory. Like it's funny that way because you have so much evidence in front of you, like it's obvious, right? And I think you could have written it or play out with that thing, but it was pretty funny. So, like I think myself, if I extend that, I don't know if you want to ever, because I don't know if you're going to do this again, this one, but like I would extend with some little fake play out or something like that, pretending to be a man refusing. No, a woman and children first, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I would have done something like that. Yeah.
It's sort of funny because I set it up as like a mix, like to go into an act out, but I just didn't act it out whatsoever. Oh, fuck.
Contrary people, that is a tough subject, eh?
Oh, you know, like I thought that like contrary people, because like contrary people are so annoying that it would just like be really like easy to like write about it. But then I went in and like I sort of like just like mind mapped like what I was gonna do. Then like I somehow got onto like COVID denying and like QAnon and like anti-vaxxers and stuff like that, just because they're contrary people, I guess. So yeah, I don't know. I think I could have went in another direction with it, or just like maybe like added in like people that just don't like popular things like pop music, or like the most boring music opinion could be like I listen to everything but country.
Yeah.
Where they're just like contrary like that.
God,
so boring. Anyways, yeah.
Northern Ontario, so you get a lot of country music, don't you? Where you are.
Country music? Oh fuck yeah, bud. I grew up like on the res. It's sort of funny that like cowboy music is listened by Indians so much, but like it's just super funny that like I grew up with a lot of country growing up because like I was raised by my grandma and eventually my great aunt, and they just love country. So I don't know.
I like how you gave me the fuck yeah, bud. I don't get to hear that.
Oh, fuck yeah, bud.
It's on TV. It's a TV thing for us Canadians. Anybody watch this Canadian? That's a thing we do up here, like at least Ontario and that, especially in the reserve too. Say fuck yeah, bud.
Oh, fuck yeah, bud. Oh yeah, no, for sure, definitely.
I've been seeing a lot of TikTok, a lot of. I wasn't really on it much, to be honest, but when I did check it out, I got a lot of because of the regional area I live. I got a lot of native stuff, and it was always coming through, and they're always fuck yeah, bud. It's just nonstop. I just kept seeing them. So
so good.
I think with contrary people, I would have gone a bit of a like almost a yin and yang thing. I would have looked kind of that angle myself, like try to get like the same thing, but kind of keep bringing back where they're comparative. I think that's the way I would have done it. I think, but who knows?
Yeah,
my writing too. So yeah,
sure.
Well, thank you, Kevin.
No, thank you.
Or Lexi, you got anything more for him? You good? We'll wrap it off.
Give it up for me.
The Green, are you ready? Miss Lexi Green?
I think as ready as I'm going to be. Yes, yes, sir.
Well, you can anytime you like.
So I got the topic of loyalty.
Oh, nice.
And I didn't know where to go for the most part, like everyone else. But the day of, I don't know if anyone else has like unnecessary ties to their phone. I don't like social media. It's not a secret. I tell my friends like once I give them my social media, even as they're asking for it, I'm telling them like I'm not gonna see it. I'm probably not gonna look at it. It's gonna take me a minute, and I'm on a like social media wave. When I answer you, I'm probably gonna be like back and forth with you unnecessarily for 3 hours in the dead of the night. I work till like 11 o'clock. So when I'm on there, I'm on there, and when I'm not, I'm not. And I don't have any particular waves of what I like. I do like the cameras of iPhones, but I thought was funny is we're watching Chopped or Hell's Kitchen. No, is what we watched together, and we were looking up what was chicory, and my girlfriend had went to her iPhone and asked Siri. She said, "Can you cook chicory?" And with the I guess blandest but utmost confidence, Siri was like, "No, I can't." And I just looked at her with the Android would never do that to me. Google would never do that to me. Google has never done that to me. It might lead me to a raw page, as you said earlier. I might come up on some stuff I may need to block or like a virus later, but Android has never done that to me. And she just couldn't look at me in the eye for about 10 minutes, and it just felt good. Um, and that's one of the, besides that, and then I tell people in the store, like, because I want to be able to set up a PowerPoint while I'm having a debate. And that's what Android allows me to do. Like, I can be setting up an argument, and if you need the points, I can be sending my screenshots to a PowerPoint on half screen and sending it to you by the end of the argument. That's why I need a smartphone and an Android. I can't do that with iPhone. I don't need that. So that was the end of that. But the other thing I went was Happy Black History Month. Of course, I am the lightest as can be in my family. I'm about as beige as the walls you see behind me. So oddly enough, you still have the same social like issues or whatever the case may be. You're still bonding, especially when you go to family reunions. And I remember specifically going to either the family reunion or a birthday party, and the loudest and the biggest female I had met in the mix had the biggest tattoo of Redskins on her shoulder. And I don't know why that drew my attention. And there was a good amount of people here. I needed to find out why she could do that. One, because I was basically new to the state, and where I come from, you don't have tattoos. One, blatantly. Two, women don't have tattoos like that, of sports teams. And three, no one was talking about it. Like no one questioned. People were just walking by this like it was not a fact, you know. And I felt pressed, and I needed to take my skinny ass and ask why, like, I'm a Giants fan because I was born into it. Like, I don't even know what the other names of the teams are, but I guarantee you, if my mom catch me saying anything else but Giants, she's gonna catch me. Why did you get a tattoo of the Redskins on your shoulder? She was like, because my brother is a part of the team. And I was like, that is the utmost dedication. And like my heart went out to her. I was like, that's amazing. Like while you're watching him, your shoulder's watching him, he's watching you, I guess, through the camera. Watch him. That's great. But if he loses, like what if he quits a team? Once he gets traded, it's over. It's done. But no, it wasn't a thing. I was like, you didn't even think like to get like his name, and then make like maybe the backdrop. Nope, the whole logo, broad as day, like a Viking on her shoulder. And I was like, wow, I'm gonna grow up and be that one day. So I went halfsies and got the skyline of New York on my arm, and got Empire State from Jay-Z, and then Alicia Keys, because I feel like that is the New York aspiration song for me. but still can't do Giants. I can have a bunch of shit that has a bunch of New York stuff on it, but I can't do a Giants tattoo. I love you to death, and I'll have all the apparel. Can't do a tattoo though. That's the end of that.
Nice.
That's the end of my show. Thank you. Thank you for
You wanna know
attending.
how long you went?
I think the only thing that
Yes.
I had was like, were you talking about like shit? Oh, nice.
Yeah, look at that, Lexi. Look at the time on that sucker.
Oh, 5. Okay.
Oh, good job.
I thought you were asking for tags. I was like, okay, cool. I got a tag right away.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead, Kevin. Give it to her.
Yo, so like when you're like, hey, like my brother was like in the team. He could be like, team. Don't you mean tribe? Because he plays for the Redskins. He's part of the tribe. I don't know.
that's good.
That's all I could get.
That's
Just
good.
for like, because like, it just seems like a good place to like sort of like, because like you're playing up like the Redskins, so it's like sort of like just to like take like a little bit of like tension out of that, just to be like, don't you mean tribe? You know? I don't know.
I like that.
I wrote down things towards that too, actually. I thought you said Redskins first. I couldn't understand what was going on for like 30 seconds.
I have to find.
it's the weed I was smoking. So, yeah. But as soon as I figured out Redskins, okay, I see what's going on here. And I like you talked about the brother's part of the team. Like, why would you get for a team? My first thought was like, what does he carry the water jug, or what the hell is this? Like, part of the team. There's so many aspects.
Yeah.
Station. So, anyways, that's the thoughts I had on that one. It's pretty funny. Yeah.
Okay.
Here's Jester.
Thank you. I'll enhance on the player. The player part. I like that. Okay.
Here's the one with Jester put one. That girl broke up with a Viking, then a Raider Dolphin, which is pretty funny. He also said, "I'm a big fan. Big being amongst giants." Okay, I got that. Yeah, being Canadian, I don't understand like I don't cheer for a football team, but it's pretty interesting to see everybody. Not CFL. I don't cheer for the American teams. So here we go.
Sort of funny because like like the Washington Redskins are no longer the Washington Redskins.
Yeah,
they're now the Washington football team.
Yeah, her tattoo's ruined. I was thinking that too. It's like, she's gonna need a cover up, a big W.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. Yeah,
like a pimp my ride of the tattoo.
Yeah.
Need like to see exhibit like a pimp my ride of it.
What's those tattoo horror shows they have? Like they have like cover ups and everything. It's pretty funny.
Oh.
More comments here. Here's from Facebook user. At least Siri doesn't randomly cut in the middle of a convo. He's like he's talking shit about you. Actually, I like that Google stuff too. Like Google never done that to me before. I like that line you gave. I thought it was pretty cool and smooth, and it was pretty good. So
thank you.
That could be a good bit if you worked it out a little bit more. Like, I mean, I think that's actually pretty good. So here's another one from Jester Lynn. How many meters do they run with a hand egg? Oh yeah, talk about the football. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool. Chicory. Lexi, what's a chicory? I have no idea.
The chicory.
So a chicory, let me get it right. If I'm correct, it's a type of bean or grain, and it has to be cooked a specific way. It's similar to like used like a starch, I believe. Again, like I was saying, I was high on chopped. We're mostly just like in the passion part of don't burn the scallops. I know. Like if anything happens and I'm ever near Gordon Ramsay, that's the first thing I'm gonna yell. Is just don't burn the scallops. It's gonna be, that's my build up. I'm fully prepared.
Our Facebook loser said, sorry, Facebook user. I didn't mean to call you a loser, but just popped up. Our Facebook loser is it's like quinoa. He says, so I can pronounce that.
Yeah,
right.
like a starch something in that family. Yeah.
So like grainy Metamucil sort of.
Yeah, there's the word. Shit.
Yeah. Well, let me see. I wrote down. That's pretty much what I wrote down for you. But I liked your flow, Lexi. It was pretty cool. I always enjoyed you every time I hear you. I mean, it's pretty cool to see that, right? Oh, here we go. I'm
Thank you.
girl. That's your girl.
Hey!
Look the other window. There we go.
Hello.
Kevin, did you have anything more for Lexi or what?
No, I'm tip top.
Cool. Okay. Well, we move along. This is going well. We'll go on to me. Okay. I'm a little bit all over the place here. I did not have a good time with this subject. These open-ended ones are always tough for me. So it's like my topic is flammable materials. Okay, which so I never start. But the thing is, like, I love burning shit. So the way I see it, like everything is flammable with enough gasoline. That's what I think, right? It's like, but the real question is it like the gasoline that you smell or like the burning evidence? I always think about. Sometimes I don't know where I'm going with these things. I just think they're funny. But like I could talk about burning stuff, burning items. Like Bubba Gump would talk about shrimp. You know what I mean? Like I like to burn books. I like to burn tables. I like to burn pallets. I like to burn houses. I like to burn kids. The American judicial system. That's something I'd like to burn. It's like I keep going on forever. So I always found this something really hard to figure out. It's a weird one to me. But we have to go, right? One thing I'd like to see burned is all of Bob Ross's paintings. That's what I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not a Bob Ross fan. I feel like he's like I think he's a mean drunk. That's what I'm trying to say. He's like the mean in the background that we didn't know about, like forced into sobriety because the family they had like an intervention and just like forced him, like, you gotta quit drinking, Bob. You're a fucking horrible human being to be around. And he's like, what I can't figure out, just think of happy little clouds, and then that's it. He ran with it. That's what I feel like with if it's like you have to think like why, like what kind of like bad shit did that guy see to talk so nicely like a kindergarten teacher at all times? Okay, stuff is a little bit tough on everybody. I understand. Pretty much this set should be set on fire, just like flammable material. Speaking of that, so here's another thing I thought of, like we were talking about earlier, but I don't know why my brain went this way, but I was thinking about the happy little clouds. I went to like the Teletubbies with you remember that sun face, the face sun? That's what I think of the happy little cloud. I did screaming, disgusting face, and it started make me think about all these different things I dislike about cartoons. But like I think of Pingu way too much for an adult. You guys ever see this show, Pingu?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lexi, you see that before? But this penguin, the Swedish penguin, and like honestly, I think of it so much like it's bad because like I literally think of answering like say like I shouldn't be answering my boss will ask me a question. My first instinct's just to answer him like Pingu and just go. That's how they talk, and I'm just like, oh, it feels so good. It's like. Anyways, I don't know why I'm up. Just tell me. But he just says nudes. That's all I want to keep saying in people's faces. Just yell at them when I don't like them. Nudes. And see what happens. Okay, let's see where we're going with this. One time, a friend of mine tried to light his heart on fire and burnt his underwear. That was pretty funny. So he lit it up with like a little candle. He's running around, patting it out. That's something that burnt up. I was thinking about Peter Dinklage the other day. I don't know why, because I think about the fire, the dragons, going Game of Thrones, sort of thing. And I was thinking of Peter, and I got like social media. I made a post about it, and like it was like I had to explain it, to somebody that was like, the few, the loud, the angry, that kind of type. Lexi, you're in the military. I never was, but salute down, right? Not up, because up is like white, frivolous. You always want to salute down for when you're saluting. Is that correct or no? It's like no. Okay.
It's for no, yeah. It's just a quick, motion. Yeah, I wouldn't. It's not a down or up. It's parallel to the marching steppers for the most part. But yeah, I don't think we moved enough to. At least, like, unless you go to drill school, drill sergeant school, they'll give you in detail. But we didn't move too far enough to get a direction. But if you were doing shit like this, like they would, you're getting ready to get a foot in your ass. That's what direction that is. That's that direction as well.
But not up, right? That's white power.
Yeah, no, not up. Yeah. They shouldn't see the palm of your hand. I'll say that. So there'd be no reason to see the palm of your hand from, the other side.
Yeah. Clear. Here's
Oh, fuck.
that I got in trouble for.
The mirror helps. Yeah. If you look in a mirror, it's kind of like a sun visor to your hat.
Oh, I gotcha. Like that. Okay, I got it. But my Peter Dinklage.
You okay?
It went well.
You know what Peter Dinklage is, right? The little guy from Game of Thrones, the little person, right?
Yeah.
I suspect that Peter Dinklage doesn't sleep in a bassinet like everyone else assumes he does. And I got in trouble for that. I got reamed out by somebody. Can you believe that? Burn. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, here's one last thing. I had this reoccurring thought about zombies. How I'm going to make them work for me in the zombie apocalypse. This does talk about flammable materials, don't worry. I want to build like a moat that just collects zombies and I burn them for fuel. That's what I want to do, right? But I also thought about the extra thing. I'm going to set up a American Ninja course around my castle, so they'll have to, go through all the events to get to me. I figured it's the only way I'll stay safe because most average human beings can't get through that. So it's okay. That's pretty much all I have of flammable material. I just kind of went with it. So thank you so much.
Okay.
I like that.
That was funny.
So I'm giggling at the flammable materials there. Any pointers, Lexi? You got anything for me?
Sorry, go ahead.
No,
I thought
you
he
first.
said me.
You're eager, Kevin. Go ahead.
Oh, I have nothing really. I was just gonna say that, like, for like the books, you like say you like burning books.
Yeah.
I thought that could be last in the list of 3.
Oh yeah.
Like, because I laughed at that right away.
Yeah, I was actually planning to do like 25 of them. I figured that was going to waste time. I was just going to keep talking about things burning in the TV wants to be burned, the kitchen dinner table, but then I just forgot. Yeah, it was a dumb joke. How about you, Lexi? What do you got?
So off of what you just said, that weirdly enough, you ever heard the cadence, like the bump on a log and the frog on a log all the way down, like start unnecessarily wide. Like I hate clouds because and clouds help the rain, and rain always comes down on the worst days, and the worst days always come down on me. Like you were saying, like a list, and like see how far you go into like the laughs come in. It's like, and however far you can drag that out. Yeah. I always think that's funny they do that shit in movies. Or obviously it works in cadence.
What'd you call cadence? I want to write it down. What is it?
It's a bump on a log. It's a I don't know what kind of like tempo to call it, so you could write it down or whatever. But it's you can probably write there's a log and a bump on a log and a frog on a bump on a log on a tree. And that'll get you majority of the way you need to go. For whatever reason, yeah, as you can say, I smoke because I remember that to that extent. But it goes all the way down to like, depending on how minuscule you want to be, like a DNA, a sperm on if you're walking 12 miles, you have the time to go to that, all from like a tree and a river and a bump and a log on the sea.
Good advice. I like. Yeah, I like when I write these things, I just try to let my brain go, and I just kind of, if I don't stay on the subject, I'll just go off on the subject and to do because I just like the flow of it. I write down things, so that's a bad habit of mine. But yeah, that was fun. So thank you guys. So here's a portion, all you fans, our 5 listeners, our 5 watchers. We get to go material now, some stuff that actually we're sort of prepared, we've been working on that we think are funny to ourselves. So we're going to at least deliver that now. So Kevin, are you ready for that?
Are we going to do a 5-minute set now? Fuck yeah.
5-minute set?
Sure.
Okay, I'm ready. When you're ready. Cool.
All right.
Hey, hands together for Kevin Shawanda, everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Kevin Shawanda. I think like one of the hardest things for me growing up is that everybody had an idea of what they wanted to do with their life. Some people want to be a cop, other people want to be a firefighter, but I just want to be like a professional hide and seek player because that's what my dad did. So, my mom should have known though. My mom should have known. On the first date, they went to go see the movie Ghost Dad. And then they went to McDonald's and he ordered food to go. And then he said, Cindy, I'm not ready to have a child. You should have an abortion. So, oh, fuck. Sorry. I went a little hard there. Hey, Keller, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Not my dad.
Yeah.
Not my dad. Yeah. I helped my cousin move off the reservation recently. That was pretty cool. But it turns out the house that we moved him into was built on an old white person burial ground. And nothing but great shit's been happening to him ever since. The ghosts are weird though. They're always like, ooh, pay your taxes. They're always like, ooh, residential schools weren't that bad. Ooh, maybe you should try putting a raisin in that potato salad. Deplorable type shit. Oh man. So I'm adopted. I think one of the hardest things, like for me, or growing up adopted, was that, like, my mom always had the ultimate like comeback. She'd be like, "Yeah, well, you're adopted." We're having an argument. But I think that the weirdest thing was that, like, when I was about 15 years old, my biological parents moved in next door to us. Like the shittiest fucking Unsolved Mysteries update ever. It was fucking wild, man. It was wild. I think it's a lot like when, like, you're saying goodbye to your friend and then you realize you're both walking in the same direction. They're like, all right, well, I'll see you never because you're gone now, so goodbye. And then you just fucking show up beside each other. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. I think the weirdest thing about moving off the res is that, like, you have to, like, sort of, like, adjust to, like, regular society, You should show up on time. You don't have to use blankets as sheets or blankets as curtains, And you don't need to boil your drinking water. It's crazy. It's so crazy. I think a lot of people ask me what it's like growing up on the reservation. I think it's a lot like growing up in the town from It, except with Justin Trudeau and blackface. So yeah, that was crazy. I remember, like, growing up and, like, playing with, like, my little paper sailboat and, like, chasing it down like the storm drain. Then it went down to the gutter. And I remember getting really close to the drain, and there he was, Justin Trudeau, in a headdress. And I'll never forget the words he said to me. He said, "Kevin, we all have clean drinking water down here." All right, guys, thank you for your time. Have yourselves a good night. I have some other jokes too. Oh, I just did that. That seems like a good set. Seems like a good place to stop. Where was that? Was that 5 minutes? I hope that was 5 minutes. 3:41. Jesus Christ.
Hey, I muted myself.
I just flew right through it because I was fucking. I hate, like, pausing. I hate pausing, like, on Zoom calls and shit like that.
Yeah, it's tough to get your timing right.
Yeah. Oh. So I just ripped right through it.
I wrote a couple things down for you, though.
Thanks, man.
It's up with your dad taking off on you, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
I would have thrown in some kind of line like followed in his footsteps somewhere. I don't know, like because you were talking about Ghost Dad, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
I would have gone kind of that route, I think. But it's your stuff, and I don't like to get too much. One thing I did like about your white burial land was hilarious.
Yeah.
One thing I'd go one more step, like ooh, finished college, or like ooh, balance your bank book. Like just go real more stereotypical, like kind of white stuff. I would go that way.
Yeah, I think like before, I'm trying it with like that last one. Before it was like, why can't I dress up as Pocahontas for Halloween?
Yeah.
And then I say, because you don't have the cheekbones, bitch. But yeah, that's how I normally end it. But I'm like trying to like, I feel like saying bitch is just like a cheap pop, or it's just like I'm just saying bitch because like I know that it's gonna get a laugh or a chuckle, right? So I don't know.
I didn't laugh. No, I'm kidding. Sorry. No, that's funny.
You gotta make me cry single tear. Are you littering in your house? Is that what's going on?
Yes. I've tossed a torn up paper behind me and just the other two, like moving off the res joke you had, just recently moved on the res. I know it's not true, of course, but you could say something like, I learned like what a basement was, or
Oh, true.
I mean, because most res don't, right? So just because of the rural stuff, at least from what I understand. Anyways, I thought that'd be a funny.
Cool. Yeah, I could go that way.
Stupid mustache tickling. That'd be great. Yeah, but I thought it was a good set, man. Like, Lexi, you got anything for him?
I think I liked, as you said, the burial joke sent me on a different level. That was great. I think, yeah, or like the thought of, I don't know, I'll have a dark mind, and like whenever you try to sleep with something like the ghost, like tries to bother you or like shake your bed or something, and it's like, hey, can wake you up to your sleep. It's like, get out of here, and you're like, you make it do something. Like, give me some tea or something. Like, you be gone.
Oh shit, sure.
Like that's like unless you're bringing me good ideas, don't wake me in the middle of the night. And like just on a different level, like personally degrade. Like if you're not helping, get out, and you just kick through like a ghost or some shit. I don't know why. Because like I don't know. Everyone in the stereotypical defense, everyone says Black people like to run. I don't think there's a reason to run. I just feel like if I just see that there's something I can do to make you not come out of where the fuck you are, I'm just gonna do that thing to make you not come where the fuck you are. If you're moving the curtain, I'm gonna stay on this side of the fucking curtain, and that's our validity right there. So I think that play on it was very fun, and I would dig into that as he said.
Yeah, sweet. I'd even throw it at Christmas. When Lexi was talking, was every Christmas they're always shaking chickens at me. Just think of that Scrooge movie. Yeah. Anyways, just throw it kind of Christmassy or whatever you want. You got a lot of possibilities with it. You can run with that more.
For sure.
Deep in that sucker. It's pretty funny because nobody's expecting. Nobody else has that take. That's why you really that sucker. But really dealt. It was good. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you, Lexi. Is that it? Yep. For Kevin? Okay, awesome. Well, I guess we'll to our second comedian. Everybody put your hands together for Lexi Green, everybody.
Thank you. I actually didn't have anything prepared for the secondary set. I think it's more of if you enjoy weed, I think there's a couple pointers in life. So it's not really a set. I feel like it's the rules of ROE in a pot shop, especially with COVID. I don't know what world made it okay to show up at a pot shop with like 4 or 5 of your friends. You're not there to buy a car. You're not there to grocery shop. You're not there to pick a kid or a puppy. Like that's too many people, especially for 4 people to be in the back just kissing each other's ass and only one person to pay. Second, somebody is going to kill the buzz. If you show up at a pot shop with that many people, there's at least one person in that group statistically that is too paranoid to enjoy whatever high you get. Second, whoever is driving is probably not the person paying. Keep that in mind. Because if the person that's driving isn't paying, they may run up your ticket. Third, and I think the most important, is the last 2 do not make them a couple because we don't have time for us as a group to get high and you to go on some friendship and have a couple's love and hip hop situation in the back of the car. And now we have to clear out the smoke before the cops and you before the fight break out. And yes, I have had a fight break out at my shop, and I just think that's somewhere between hilarity and because we don't have any like active cathedrals like the in believe in Canada, which is amazing. People smoke, out in the ambience, and they smoke everywhere. So you will see people like rappers and whatnot, but the response and the reaction in the air is very clear of what's going on. You can tell who just left the weed shop versus who probably just left the corner with a bowl. Don't be the bowl guys, and don't bring 5 people to a pot shop. That's all.
Hey,
Yeah.
there we go. I like those angles. I was writing down. I would think like dollar stores, like everyone. Out. I mean, the thing you don't wander a dollar store. The best part about them, right? Like I don't even plan on spending anything. Buying like a pro that look at every wall. Like they're looking at everything. Yeah, it's always funny.
Yeah.
I think I told you that last time. Dispensary. I always ask him like I never tried to go in there. They literally say to him like, yeah, I just wanted whatever you give me, I'll be able to do math on it. That's all I want to do. Just make sure I can do math. It always good. So, yeah. You got anything for Kevin?
Yeah. I think that like when you're doing like the list, when you're statistically somebody's too paranoid to be there, there is space for like an act out there, possibly, like if you're interested in doing that. Other than that, I had a fucking great idea for a product, okay? So it would be, like it'd be paranoid for me to like smoke a blunt and pass it to the next person in COVID. So they should have like a little like port for your blunt in a mask, so you can smoke it through the mask and not get COVID. That could be like a skit or something. I don't know.
Have you ever been to a hookah club?
Dude.
Yeah. I've never tried a hookah, but it's always fun. Looks like you're like just sucking out of an elephant's nose all the time. It's the image I have. I just think it's cool.
Yeah, you could get like 4 or 5 people super fucked up. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah. We used to like smoke the hookah all the time here. And like it's just like have like a little bit of like flavored shisha and just like a little bit of weed. And you don't even know you're getting high until you're too fucked to live. Basically.
That's pretty much the whole experience.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, well, we didn't have. I don't have much more. I would throw something like. I think it's if you like people coming in your pot shop, like you got a different perspective. It's always, like I would think like old people that haven't been there before almost feel like they're walking in like a criminal way, like not trying to get caught by. I just feel like that'd be a funny kind of fun of them because you must see like all these old people want to fix their glaucoma. But they're just saying they have glaucoma, but really they just want to be like I'm, 20 again and feeling great. So yeah. Anyways, cool angles that way. Okay, well I guess we don't have anything else. We'll move on to me and my humor, my jokes. Okay, I got some stuff I wanted to work on. I'm reading around some stuff I'm doing. You can't really tell right here, but I've lost a bunch of weight like the last couple of years. Like I've lost 80 pounds. Like I went from like a fat slob to rotund. I like to call myself just a rotund person. But I've escalated up. It's like it's kind of a cool thing. But like a friend of mine told me I was part of the itty bitty titty committee now because I got no tip. I was like, that's shitty because I'm way too busy to be in another committee. That's what I told you. He's like, hey, Keller, not to be nitpicky, but you're not just part of the itty bitty titty committee. You're a not so busty trustee in the itty bitty titty committee. And I was like, damn, that's shitty because I am way too busy to run another committee. You can't believe it. It's a horrible thing. Like I'm already a part of the anxiety cosplay variety society. That's very overwhelming. That's a lot of work. Okay, there's a lot of people having issues with it. I'm also part of like the all girls Federal Bureau of Rural Squirrel Murals. It's tough. Yeah, I know it's confusing. The name was actually more confusing before. It was like the All Girls Federal Bureau of Rural Squirrel Murals and Characters, but we had decided to make it a little shorter, a little more condensed and clearer because it was confusing a lot of people. The characters part. It's we still allow squirrel girls to be like do characters, but we don't exclude them because it is part of the roots of it. But we just condense names, like I said, the All Girls Federal Bureau of Rural Squirrel Murals. What I'm trying to say, without doubt, is that I'm just too busy being the ABATD committee. That's what I'm trying to tell everybody. I'm committed on other things. Okay, that's what I'm trying differently. Anyways, I invented a new thing recently. It's a new club for men and women. They can come in. It's not exclusive, but it's called Fight Book Club. It's where you get together and you discuss books, and then when you argue, you fight. I think that's a great book club. Fight Book Club, it's called. Okay, and first rule of Fight Book Club is that you only read Jane Austen books. That's it. So because it's bound to be a fight. That's what. If you disagree, fight. That's what I want to talk about. Okay, that's a bit goofy. I understand. Let me just switch my pages here. Jeez. Oh yeah. I live in the country, kind of. I guess for most people, like out in the rural sticks, in a way. And I always go to Vancouver, and it's a busier city for us. But I always feel kind of awkward about it there because they're always like, it's like weird. Like you can't like out here in Chilliwack, I can do things out here I can't do in Vancouver. Like it's like if you try to pee outside in Vancouver, people just scowl at you. Just stare at you and scowl at you. And like, I don't know about you guys, but I have a real hard time when someone's scowling at me all the time. Like I have scowling people off. That's the thing. So it's always like, hey, can you stop it, please? Just stop scowling at me. I'm just trying to pee. We can talk about this in a second. Just stop scowling at me. I'm just gonna take a leak. It's really important. Okay, so that's something I've been thinking about a lot. I'll go somewhere one day, I guess. But yeah, I've gone 5.5 minutes. I think that's really what I got for you today. Yeah, that's pretty what I have. So thank you guys very much. Thank you. So, would you like to? Who would like to go first? Kevin, would you like to go first?
Sure. You got it. I don't really have too much. Like the note I had on the first joke was I loved like the wordplay. Is that me? Like here, like it's like my speakers are buzzing. I'm not sure if that's just like me or what's going on, but
Thank you.
Oh
Here,
man.
See if it goes away.
Just give me 1 sec.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's okay. We can.
Yeah. It's all good. So, and for the scowl joke, maybe it's like they're scowling at you because you're peeing somewhere that is like wildly inappropriate to be peeing, other than just outside. It's like on second thought, maybe I should have been peeing outside the handy trans or like whatever, right?
That makes sense. Yeah.
That maybe it's the place to go. But outside of that, like they're pretty good, man. I dig them.
Yeah, it's that one when I did the workshop last week. I wanted to give it was I jumped past, didn't seem to work as well. Actually, you got something going on?
I love the effect of adult kid jokes because I was raised by a single mom. So word on play, like it's you're trying to be an individual, but you're trying to be a parent. So like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have been peeing like 50 feet from the all kids bowling grand reopening. But the sign had to be at least 25 feet. So I doubled that, and still, couldn't make it or whatever. And, like you tried, but it was funny because you had to reevaluate.
Yeah, well, I can get back.
I'm with you.
I can move back 25 feet. I can also pee 25 feet.
Like my mom always had a minivan.
Yeah.
If you have a minivan, you can do many things. Just like swing that door open,
Yeah,
pee
yeah.
out this side, smoke a bowl out this side, get ready to go.
Makes,
You got stuff to do, like PTO meetings and stuff.
yeah, I'm a busy guy. Nothing so bad.
You know, there you go.
You know those big gulps? The super big gulps. You know, I had to pee so bad one time that I left the back of my work truck and I peed one, and then I filled it right up. And I had to grab another one. I went halfway up. I couldn't believe how much pee I had. Super big gulp. Yeah, I don't know. Dawned on me. Yeah, cool. Any other pointers? Is there anything else that you know, we're kind of running time for 3 guys? That's pretty good. 3 people. I mean, that works out good, right? So,
Yeah.
how about we do this? So what about where can we find you, Lexi? The Green?
You can find me on Instagram at The Green if you want some weed updates on what I try on a regular basis for my remedies and whatnots and just for funds. Find me on Catalysts or Higher Anarchy at IG, and Lexi Green on any other platform for the most part.
Do you ever get on your microphone work and just tell jokes? Do you ever just tell?
Do I ever get on?
Just tell jokes at your work? They must have a.
Actually, so I don't know who said it earlier. You were like making sounds, and I was gonna say something, but I completely forgot. Is I make sounds at work and like and sporadically, like while I'm doing stuff. Like and most importantly, they've come to learn that when I'm making these sounds, I'm usually in some kind of zone. Like we have 30 something orders and I'm trying to fill up, I'm checking IDs. So it's me saying a collective of things. It's me watch your back. I'm not meaning to hit you. Let me grab this real quick. Do you need help? Here's this. What actually comes out is what's another one? And I think I talk a lot. My biggest problem, I talk a lot with my eyes. So for whatever reason, I'm gonna zoom y'all in real close. So what I do is like I'll be at work and I go like this a lot, and I work with me, and we have like face masks now, so you have no choice but to see it.
Yeah.
So they see those massive things. They've not only come back and be like they're rooted in the sayings that I say. They'll like say them to their significant others, and they'll be like, I don't know why. It's not the same thing. Like when I run like this. But that's the same. I'm going somewhere. And my friend's like, I do it, and my girlfriend was like, what is wrong with you? What are you doing? So it's good to know I have roots. And whoever said that they make sounds at work and they're just like, don't say anything about it, because if you say something about it, then it's a thing. Just let it live.
I do. This, word about you know that. I like doing that. But, now you just do like raise it up if you want to. Just dumb thing to do all the time. Maybe you can use it. Well, Kevin, where can we find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter under Kevin Schwanda Comedy. You can also find me on Facebook under Kevin Schwanda Comedy. Okay. Or on Facebook as Kevin Schwanda. You can add me like that too.
I advise you all 4 of you, and let's keep in touch. Family friendly. I'm trying to get your support, Kevin.
Thanks.
Behind you. So my name is Keller Reeves. Again, you can't find me anywhere but here at the workshop because I got nothing to do. But go to work and make stupid YouTube. You can find me, I guess, Keller Reeves on any of the social. I don't do a lot. I'll kind of skip around and decide to do Twitter today or Facebook tomorrow or like whatever. Because it doesn't matter to me. But, you know, if any of you guys are out there watching, you guys want to come and be part of the workshop, just join the group and give it a go, because it's a lot of fun. Sometimes you fail, but we're a good community of very positive people that support each other, and we have a lot of fun with this. So I want to thank my my guests, my cohorts, friends now, Kevin Schwan, and Lexi Green. Thank you guys very much for watching. This is the workshop. We are done.
Woo!
Thank